How's it going, guys? Trevor B. West here. I'm putting together a short video series about how to build an effective real estate investing team. Whether you're local or out of state, you're going to need at least an investor-savvy real estate agent, a property manager, and a contractor. Today, we're going to be diving in on how to find and interview that investor-savvy real estate agent. Let's get after it. Before we get into the details associated with that interview process, we need to first understand why is it important to have an investor-savvy real estate agent. And the first thing that comes to mind is that exactly, mindset. You watching this video, you already have an investor mindset. So it's important to connect with somebody who has that same line of thinking. Your real estate agent should have employed or does employ either one or a number of different investment strategies in real estate specifically. Real estate agents unfortunately get a bad rap of being like used car salesmen, pushing transactions, working towards a sale regardless of the outcome. That way you can get a commission check. For an investor-savvy real estate agent like myself, that's simply not the case. Because most investors want to do multiple deals. And most investors want to do multiple deals in the same market. It's the economies of scale. So your investor savvy agent needs to have the frame of mind, if I put my client into a bad deal, they're not gonna buy any more properties here. They're not gonna tell their friends to buy any more properties here. And of course, just having the mindset of abundance mentality. I win when my client wins. And by being able to propel that client, whether they are a new investor or an experienced one, to the next level in their investment journey. As a real estate agent who has primarily worked with investors, and as an investor who has explored a number of different strategies, I've learned in depth about how those strategies work, and of course have the systems and processes in place in order to execute any type of real estate deal. Any type of strategy. For example, I have not done a flip, but I've worked with clients who have. The systems and processes are in place in order to move forward with confidence and execute that deal appropriately and profitably for my client. Also, because of all this experience, your real estate agent is going to have insight into the other side of the transaction's thought process, from structuring the deal, closing the deal, and even beyond. Your real estate agent is going to be that person who fights for you, because just because the purchase price is X, the estimated rent is Y doesn't mean that you're always going to be able to get to Z. There are a number of different variables, and having that person in your corner is going to set you up for success. Your real estate agent is going to be able to look at the market through a different lens by being an investor. So you first want to make sure, does your real estate agent invest in that market? If not, why? Because there might be a reason. But from the market to the neighborhood to the street, your real estate agent's going to have that expertise to be able to understand best places to invest, places to avoid, most likely rent rates, and most likely after repair values. These things are crucial, and having that person with the knowledge and expertise in your corner is going to benefit you. And as we all know, real estate is a people business. It always has been, it always will be. So make sure you find that rock star real estate agent, because they're going to have a rock star property manager, a rock star contractor, a rock star lender in their back pocket. All of those individuals are going to be part of your team to get your contract to close. So make sure when you're having that conversation with your investor savvy real estate agent, you get good vibes. You have a good conversation. You can get the feeling that that real estate agent is talking to you the same way that they're talking to other members of your team, because that's going to be critical. And lastly, honesty and transparency. I can't tell you how many times an investor sent me a deal and I slapped it away so quick because it just wasn't a good deal. The purchase price was too high. The rental estimates were way off. It was in a bad area. It's all about getting into the right deal versus getting into a deal. So when you're having that conversation, Make sure that you're paying attention to what they're saying. Are they speaking about investing on an educated and intelligent level? Do I trust this person? And of course, asking the right questions are going to lead you down that path. So let's jump in to what those key questions are for your investor savvy real estate agent. Remember, this is a conversation, not an interrogation. If you are just jamming questions down your real estate agent's throat, they're not going to want to work with you. So make sure it's just free flowing, which leads right into question number one, which is, do you invest in real estate? This is the opportunity to understand where they came from. Everybody's got a story, right? Allow them to share that with you because it's really, really interesting and a great way to start the conversation. Now, if they have not yet done a deal, this is not the time yet to turn and run away, but to ask another question. And that question is, number two, how regularly do you work with investors? And what types of investment strategies have you worked with? And this is the question where you get to decide, yes, I'm comfortable with your knowledge level, let's move forward, or hey, can you recommend me to somebody else? And if you have decided to move forward, the next question, question number three, is what are you going to provide me as an investor savvy real estate agent? What are you going to provide me, the client? And first and foremost, your real estate agent should be a go-getter, problem solver. That fire in their belly that says, we're getting this deal done and done right. And of course, all the other things follow, like the knowledge and expertise of the market, which we've already talked about and feel comfortable with. And then a competitive market analysis or a CMA. Most real estate agents provide this, but it looks a little different when you're working with an investor. Not only are you going to provide an after repair value, but that could differ between if you're doing a flip or if it's a basic rental. Those quality finishes are going to be different, which is ultimately going to affect the after repair value. And then generalized rehabs. I've walked a number of properties by myself and with a professional qualified contractor. So I can kind of get an idea, a generalized idea of what a rehab is going to cost. And I'm not giving specific numbers, but they should be able to put you in the right direction so you can take that back to your spreadsheet or your Bigger Pockets calculator and run those numbers. And the same thing with the rental rates or the rental comps. They should be able to get you within $100 of what that property is most likely going to bring in. Question number four ties directly into question three as something that your real estate agent should be providing, and simply ask, how do you source deals? Of course, as a real estate agent, you have access to the MLS or the multiple listing service, but you also have ways to identify off-market deals, whether you're sourcing them yourself, they're down to courthouse, they're auctions, or you have contacts with wholesalers. And wholesalers are another one of us real estate professionals that sometimes get a bad rap. But a rock star real estate agent, like I mentioned before, is going to have access and contacts with rock star wholesalers. I know one of my wholesalers, he always says, I want them buyer deals. I only get fire deals. And that's the type of person that I want, because they're going to bring me deals that I can send to my clients, and it's going to be a symbiotic relationship. But don't forget, a lot of people call my phone and want me to just put deals in front of them. Yes, that absolutely is my role. I should be bringing, and I do bring deals to my clients, but it is not my sole living purpose to find good deals for you. Because the fact of the matter is, there's many people out there looking at the same deals because they're employing the same strategies. So you need to be on it. As an investor, you need to be educated, and you need to be finding your own leads, finding your own deals, and letting your real estate agent leveraging their expertise to get from contract to close with the relationships, with their knowledge of the market, making sure that it's a good deal. And question number 6 is ask the real estate agent, how do you like to communicate? Whether it's text, email, call. It's probably not call, or we'd be on the phone all dang day, but just ask them. And this gives them the impression that you respect their time, and that can go a really long way. Someone once said, if you have to chase down your real estate agent, you have to hunt them down, they're probably not doing their job, because remember, you're paying them. But I disagree. Yes, you are paying them. but they're not getting paid until a property actually closes. So remember that. Take their communication style into effect and simply message them once a week. Hey, I'm still looking for deals. Has anything come across your table? Stay front of mind, because ultimately, real estate agents are extremely busy. And my last comment leads us right into our final, and in my opinion, the most important question you can ask during this entire interview. And question 7 is, how can I be a better partner? You're gonna hear it straight from the horse's mouth. You've gone through this entire interview of what you expect from them. And now it's time to hear what they expect from you, because it's ultimately the people who are the best partners that are going to get the best deals. And I'm speaking from experience. I'm not gonna send fire deals to people who aren't willing to do the work. I'm not gonna send fire deals to people who don't respect my time. I'm not gonna send fire deals to people who don't stay front of mind. Remember, it's a symbiotic relationship. You're building a team, and do not forget that you are a part of that team. You want to make sure that your teammates trust you just as much as you trust them. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something from it. I really loved making it, because if you didn't know, if you weren't aware, if I haven't mentioned it, I am an investor savvy real estate agent, and I want to make sure that you guys understand how to best work with us so you can meet your goals and crush them, because we can be a real asset to your guys' investment journey. So please like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends. I'm going to be posting another video along with this series on how to build your real estate investing team. Stay tuned.